Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. David Ornstein has just shared a concerning Arsenal contract update. David Ornstein has said that Arsenal defender William Saliba is not in a rush to sign a new contract at the club. The French defender has been like a new signing for the Gunners this season after coming back from a number of loan spells. He impressed with Marseille last season and has now cemented himself in the starting 11 in North London. However, Saliba only has a few years to run on his contract, and there are some nerves around whether or not the club will be able to tie him down to fresh terms. And according to the Athletic's Ornstein, Saliba will be in no rush to sign a new deal given the time it's taken for him to win his place. It takes two to tango, so whether Arsenal want to tie him down to a new deal, Saliba's got to want it as well, Ornstein said on the 5 YouTube channel. I think the will be there for Arsenal to get the deal done, but I don't think he will be in a rush to get to the negotiation table so soon after he wasn't part of the plans. We were being told he was part of the future, but not part of the immediate plans, so you don't just click your fingers and say, come on, let's strike a deal. He said to be wanted, and I am sure he's admired by some of the biggest clubs in football. Ornstein makes a great point here in that Saliba holds the cards really. The Frenchman has only just got into the team, and so he will be confident of retaining his place in the starting 11 and impressing all season. With that, his stock will continue to rise, and Saliba will ultimately have interest from elsewhere down the line. Arsenal then need to get a grip of the situation quickly and sort Saliba's contract before things get messy. Gabriel Jesus now shares what he told Pep Guardiola when he found out Arsenal wanted to sign him. Gabriel Jesus has shared his conversation with Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola when he found out Arsenal wanted to sign him. Jesus swapped the Etihad Stadium for the Emirates Stadium in the summer and has taken to life at his new club like a duck water. He lifted the lid on Guardiola's style of play, admitting that he feels more free when operating in Mikel Arteta's Arsenal system now. Jesus is gearing up for the first North London derby of his career, and he could further endear himself to the fans with a goal tomorrow. Jesus went on to say, the thing was the way Guardiola understands football and what he wanted. Then it was up to you to accept it or not. If you don't accept it, thank you, and let's go for another challenge, he said, as per the Evening Standard. I accepted for a while, but there came a moment when I said, I want another thing for myself. I thanked him, thanks for everything. He understood and we moved on. It's different here at Arsenal. The football is different players, different ways to play. Now I am free on the pitch, playing football with a smile on my face and trying to do my best all the time. At City, it was different. The striker didn't touch the ball that much. You see this by watching the games, and when it was time to touch the ball, it was not the striker, because Guardiola ended up putting a midfielder to come closer. Okay, fine, so I decided to change. City often played with a false 9 last season, despite Jesus being the only recognized senior centre forward on the club's books. Now, he is the main man for Arsenal, and the player Arteta has put his faith in to lead the attack at the Emirates Stadium this season. That seems to be bringing out more and more confidence in Jesus, who decided the time was right for a change, and City obviously replaced him with Erling Haaland. Injury expert reveals the only reason Tierney will play against Tottenham. Kieran Tierney is injury prone, and he offered Arsenal a fresh scare when he clashed heads with a Republic of Ireland player during a match with his Scotland national team this week. The defender wanted to continue the game, but concussion protocol forced him off, and he subsequently returned to Arsenal for further assessment. He is in London as the team prepares for this weekend's North London derby against Tottenham. It remains unclear if he would be fielded in the game, but Arsenal will ensure he only plays if he is free of any issues because of the clash of heads, reckons the injury expert Ben Dinnery. He reveals there are protocols to follow to determine if the former Celtic man is fit for the game, and he must pass them before he is enlisted for the fixture. He tells Football Insider, The enhanced care protocol could mean a timely return to play for that North London derby. It was a precautionary withdrawal, but subsequent evaluation indicates that there is probably a concussion or concerns of a concussion there, adding, but as long as he comes through each stage of that protocol symptom free, then he will be fine for that North London derby. Tierney is one of our key players, but he has fragile physical health. Because of this, we must be careful about how we use him. The defender will deliver when he plays, but we must be sure he's fine before fielding him. Luckily, we have Alexander Zinchenko, who can play when he's not available. There is no need to rush him. Arsenal confirmed 22-year-old has undergone surgery and faces lengthy spell out. Arsenal have confirmed that Emile Smith Rowe has recently undergone surgery on a groin problem and will now not be in full training until December. The England international hasn't played as regularly so far this season, and it's now been confirmed via the club's official website that he had been struggling with this groin issue and that it had been affecting his ability to train and play. Still, the club's statement now says that Emile Smith Rowe has successfully undergone surgery in the past few days, so fans will hope he can now be on the road to recovery. It's a major blow, however, that Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta will not be able to call on the 22-year-old for a few more months. Smith Rowe will also no doubt be disappointed that this ends his hopes of appearing in the 2022 World Cup with England. The Gunners' ace has 3 caps and 1 goal to his name for the Three Lions and was already facing a lot of competition for his place in the squad, but he will now have to wait even longer to establish himself at international level. Arsenal urged to add long-term target to their squad. Robson Kanu has assured Arsenal that Yuri Tielemans will fit into their system at the Emirates if they sign him. The midfielder has been on the radar of the Gunners for some time now, but they didn't move for him in the last transfer window. Instead, they made a deadline day move for Aston Villa's Douglas Luiz. It seems the Brazilian has become their priority target now, but Robson Kanu reveals that Tielemans would fit into their system if they sign him because he is bigger than playing at Leicester City. He would be the perfect fit for Arsenal, Robson Kanu said on TalkSport. It was all muted, it was close to happening, but actually for him now, he is obviously going to run his contract down in terms of players in the Premier League who are playing at a team where they are probably bigger than the team, better than the team. He is 100% one of them. I have played against him firsthand. He's top 4, he is really good. His manipulation of the ball, the way he dictates the play, he will move the ball through the lines, receives the ball in tight areas. It remains unclear why we didn't table a bid for Tielemans in the last transfer window. However, the next summer window offers us a good chance to add him to our squad as a free agent. Several clubs will want to sign him as well, but if we are serious, he might prioritize joining us over any other team. Arsenal and Liverpool now want to sign Andreas Schjelderup. Arsenal and Liverpool are in the race to sign wonderkid Andreas Schjelderup from Nordirland. The 18-year-old Norwegian has a contract which runs until 30 June 2024, and others such as Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund, Inter, and Juventus are keen. His asking price seems to be 20 million euros, and there could well be a bidding war in the months ahead. The teenager supports Liverpool, but has also expressed his admiration for Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard in the past. Schjelderup looks to be one for the future, and winning the race could be a real coup for whichever of Arsenal or Liverpool do exactly that. They have the money to afford him. It's just a case of whether they can afford him the right amount of game time to keep on improving and developing. Jurgen Klopp and Mikel Arteta have made a point of investing in youth during their reigns. Klopp has an experienced side and is looking to add young talent to it, with the likes of Harvey Elliott on the books and looking to usher in the next generation. As underlined by handing the captaincy to Odegaard, youth is even more at the heart of Arteta's team, and the teenager could develop and get games in North London. Arsenal want Ibrahim Adel. Arsenal want Ibrahim Adel. The Egyptian winger Mohamed Salah has recommended to the Liverpool hierarchy, according to a report from 90 Minutes. Adel is attracting attention from a host of Premier League sides. The 21-year-old plays for Pyramids FC in his home country, and he has scored 22 goals and contributed 9 assists in 78 games in all competitions. 90 Minutes reports that there is a belief that he is the brightest talent to emerge from the country since Salah, and the Reds star himself is well aware of his potential. The report claims that Salah has made sure that Liverpool know of Adel, and they are one of the sides who could make a move for the youngster during the January transfer window. According to 90 Minutes, Arsenal, Brentford, Brighton, and Nottingham Forest also want the forward. Should he secure a move, he could then be loaned out until he qualifies for a work permit. Arsenal may face an uphill battle trying to sign Adel should Liverpool indeed make a move. Clearly, moving to Anfield and potentially getting the chance to play alongside Salah is likely to really appeal to the starlet, but the Gunners are building an incredibly exciting squad full of extremely talented youngsters. Their recruitment has been absolutely outstanding in the last couple of years, so a move to the Emirates may also be something that Adel would be very interested in. However, there is a lot of competition for his signature. Clubs such as Brighton and Brentford are extremely forward-thinking, and Forest have done some super business in recent months, so it's going to be a very interesting race in the coming window. Romano says Edu tried to sign £50 million Mykhaylo Mudryk this summer. Fabrizio Romano has told Arsenal fans that the club did indeed try to sign Mykhaylo Mudryk this summer and held multiple conversations with his agent. The Ukrainian winger has become one of the most sought-after talents on the European market recently, and it's been claimed as many as 8 Premier League teams are keen on signing him. However, it's Arsenal who have arguably been the most linked. The Gunners didn't pursue a deal in the end, but Romano has said that Edu and Arsenal did have conversation, albeit no official bid was made at the time. Arsenal had conversation with the agent of Mykhaylo Mudryk more than one time, but no agreement with Shakhtar, no negotiations because Arsenal never made an official bid, Romano told his YouTube channel. Why? Because Everton had a £30 million bid plus add-ons, so Arsenal knew Shakhtar wanted more than £50 million and they wanted to spend less than this, so let's see if they will go back for Modric. Modric is likely to be available in January and will have the added bonus for buying clubs of not being affected by the World Cup in Qatar. Regarded as being a future superstar, Modric is certainly a name on plenty of clubs' radar heading into the winter. Arsenal have a wealth of talented young players in their squad as it is, but Mykhaylo Mudryk would certainly bring something different to the table. His pace is off the scales, and for all Arsenal's nice play at times, adding that bit more direct speed to complement the likes of Odegaard and Gabriel Jesus would do just nicely. Modric is definitely a star of the future, and really, it's just a case of which big club wants to pay the money now. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.